Welcome back to my channel. Oh, it feels so good to say that. I'm just blind enough where the camera is like 3 feet in front of me. I can't tell if it's like blurry or not. I hope it's clear. I don't want to keep like my teeth look nice and white. So I'm in our office right now. We're actually going to be redecorating this, which is really exciting. For now, I liked the blank wall, but yeah, so this is my outfit. I'm wearing ties, oversized blazer. I keep calling it ties, but honestly at this point, like, it's basically mine because he doesn't wear it. He kind of gave it to me. I don't even know when, like a few years ago now. Yeah, I wear it all the time. I have my Orson Virus tank on and SLA joggers and then some fun slippers. I don't think I've officially like said hello back to YouTube, but if you guys don't know, I'm Sam, Samantha, Sammy, any of those work, and I'm excited to be back on YouTube. So before all social media started, I had a YouTube channel like right when I turned 13, and I've said this a couple times, but like if anybody can find my channel, like let me know. I will pay you, but the thing is, it doesn't have my name because I was 13 and being on the internet back then was like scary. It was still like when we had our phones, and if you like went on the internet, you had to like click at it really fast, you're gonna be charged. So the internet was a scary place. But yeah, so I first started on YouTube and I would just make videos, and I didn't really have any friends that wanted to do it with me, so I just kind of did it myself. But yeah, it was super fun. Basically, long story short, here we are again. I'm so excited to be back. I love video content. Basically, to introduce myself back into the YouTube world, we're gonna be doing a Q&A today, or kind of like a get to know me, I guess. So on my Instagram stories the other day, I put up a question box. I want to know like your weirdest questions, your fun questions, anything that you don't already know about me that you want to know. I'll answer them for you. So that is what we're doing today. I don't know if it's gonna be super traditional like get to know me. I've watched a few and I feel like people literally start at like birth and go to like now, which also people have told me be careful if you do a get to know me video, because there are weirdos out there who will watch these videos and then they'll try to guess what your security questions are for all of your passwords, which is super scary. And like, why? I mean, I know why, but it's scary and weird. So let's get started. Why am I nervous? There's a question on here that says, do you get anxious or nervous? Yeah. I guess I'll start with the question that was just straight up like, why YouTube? And I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, I have always loved YouTube. I feel like lately my brain, with Instagram, Reels, TikTok, like, I think my brain needed like longer form content. So I work in the social media world. So for me, I'm like on it all the time. I'm consuming all the time. And honestly, my brain, I was like, holy crap. I feel like I was just like overstimulated. That for me, I still wanted to consume content and somehow like still be inspired, but not be as like, I don't know, overwhelmed by it, that I went to YouTube. I went back to YouTube and I was watching vlogs. Of course, we're kind of still like in the pandemic, so can't travel, so I was watching like travel vlogs, and it's just super soothing. And I think that long form content of anything that's over like 2 minutes, honestly anything over 5 minutes, I'm like, excuse me, I'm like, I love this. I feel like it was so good for my soul. Then I was like, why don't I put some energy into this? Like, why don't I do that for me too? Because I love making long form content. Like, I feel like video editing and vlogs, I don't know, it's relaxing to me and I enjoy watching them and filming them. So I hope you guys feel the same. Obviously, if you're on YouTube, you enjoy things like that. Like, you don't watch Reels on YouTube. If you want to watch TikToks, like, you go to TikTok. So if you're here on YouTube, I appreciate you, and I know you feel the same about long form content. That is why I think I wanted to come back over here. Just like mentally, I was like, I need this. But also I have some cool things, I guess, happening in my life soon that I want to be able to document and keep them, and I feel like, I mean, any of these platforms can go away at any point, but like vlogging, you know, like engagement stuff or wedding stuff. I've been vlogging our apartment moves, like eventually when we get a house or build a house. Like I want to have all these moments, and I feel like YouTube is kind of like not an online diary, but almost just like an online space for me to showcase the way I view life, and then also to have those memories too, which is really fun. Honestly, I kind of was nervous. I don't know, I see on my stories sometimes there's people who, of course, like I go through, I like to see like who saw it, did my mom see it, when is she gonna text me about this? I just like to go through and see like who's looking at my stuff. But I see a lot of names on there from high school, old jobs, all these things from the past that maybe if you guys have been following me on my social media, you kind of see like where I'm at, where my thoughts are, how I think about things, what I'm doing. But I think I was kind of nervous too to come on here and speak about things and just kind of have this be like my safe space. Like this is my channel, whatever I say, obviously I'm not going to try to offend anybody, but like my words are my words, and my thoughts and my opinions are like from who I am right now. And I just hope that one, that if you're from the past and you're watching this, hi, I'm Sam, nice to meet you. And whatever image you had of me or whatever opinion you'd have of me, whether it's good or bad or whatever from the past, that you're open to like hanging out with me now, you know what I mean? Like, all right, we're back. I had a little camera issue, but yeah, that's basically why YouTube. Let's continue. We have, are you an introvert or extrovert? I think you're an extrovert. So I used to think that I was an introvert because I was always kind of like shy, didn't really like meeting new people. But now I think what I've realized is that I'm quiet and I'm more reserved, but I think it's only, I know I'm very particular about where I spend my energy. Sometimes I think of myself as almost like a Sims character with like little green, like, or whatever, the thing on top of their head when it's like they're hungry or like their energy. Sometimes I feel like that's me, and so when I'm in a situation or around conversations that don't fulfill me or aren't at the same level that I feel like my mind wants to conversate at, it's just like a very, like, I hate small talk. I think that is so, like, we're literally wasting time. Don't really like talking about the weather, or I don't know, it just really pains me. And so in situations like that, I'm very quiet, and I feel like I just kind of sit there and absorb and listen. And when I'm around like people that just like make my soul like light up, I feel like that's when I'm more extroverted, and I could talk about anything. I can be more silly, I can be, you know, more out there. Some people, I feel like, I don't know, they might think I'm an introvert too, because maybe the conversations that we're having I'm just not interested in, I don't know. But I feel like we only have so much time on this earth, and sometimes I'm just like, I ain't got time for this. I gotta do some other stuff. Like, this is not fulfilling me. I mentioned the other day to someone, I feel like I'm like in a room of quiet people. If it's the right vibe and the right kind of people, I could be the conversation starter and the loud one and the silly one. And then if it's like a room of really loud people, I feel like my natural instinct is to kind of like not match their energy, but almost just like sit back and watch and absorb and like enjoy whatever's happening. But so I think I'm both. I did see another question on here. It was, where'd it go? It was like, what, oh yeah, what is your Myers-Briggs? And I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with that past question. So my Myers-Briggs, depending on like what time of day, what time of month I take it, I'm either an INFJ. Yeah, I don't think I'm a P, I think I'm a J. And I feel like I could be either. It's pretty half and half whenever I take it. How are we doing here? Let's see. Favorite bag that you own. So there's some fashion questions on here. Thank goodness, I love fashion. One that I've kept through all of my journeys is my LV Speedy, so my Louis Vuitton Speedy bag. I had gotten it when I turned 18 and my mom surprised me with the bag, first of all. So excited, like I thought that was just like the best birthday present ever.
What is it?
Why would that possibly say tricky trickle? Lambo Maurizio, right?
Happy birthday, Sam. We didn't forget.
Happy birthday, Sam.
And Nana
Nana
says you have to put money inside, so
I do.
at least a coin.
And then in the bag, because you know if you gift anybody a bag, you're never supposed to give it empty. You're supposed to put at least like a coin in there or like a little note or something for like good luck. So
Yeah. Are you ready?
Hope you're packed.
It's just for a day. Tomorrow morning.
there was a coin, and then there was also a little note that said, pack your bags, we're going to New York. And I was like, what? Like, I'll have to find the video. I look so different, but it was really, really fun, and just like a fun surprise. My mom's always been so good at like gift giving. But the next day after my birthday, my mom, my sister, and I went to New York from Portland to New York. The flight is like 40 minutes, and spent the whole day there. My birthday's in January, so it was really cold, but it was really, it was so fun. I brought my bag with me, and it was just a good time. Because I used to want to live in New York. That was like the dream. My dreams have changed a little bit over the years, which I think is totally fine, but that bag just is like super special to me, so that one. Next question. Do you get anxious? How do you handle anxiety? Great question. I feel like everybody gets anxious, and I am definitely one of those people as well. For me, it's really about energy. So I'm kind of like, if I feel anxious, it's either because I had a lot of coffee, that does it to me, or I'm like, how am I feeling? Like, am I recharged enough for this? Whatever I'm thinking about or being anxious about, am I fully like rested? Am I full? Am I depleted? Like, what's going on? Where am I in my cycle? That is a huge one too. So yes, I do get anxious, but I feel like I have to figure out why. It's not just like, oh, I'm anxious, like, this happens. Like, it stems from something, and something that I have implemented into a lot of my life and what I do now is I really pay attention to my cycle. But yeah, there's different parts of your cycle, and just like Google it, like planning around my cycle or something like that. But it's really cool to understand. Well, first of all, grateful that I even have a period, because not every woman does, and I'm grateful that I know how to like schedule my life around it. I'm going to get my period soon, and the phase that I'm in allows me to really be more intuitive and be more calm and feel just like really cozy with this. The whole going back to anxiety thing is like, I really don't want to hang out with other people. No offense to people that I like and I like to hang out with, but I'll even say no to people when I'm kind of in this phase, because I literally I don't have the energy to. I don't want to. It's not what my body wants to. I just want to hang out and be chill and be low key. And so if you're scheduling an event or a party or even an interview or a big photo shoot or whatever it is, during that phase where you're not really feeling like energetic or ready to go, you can really be going like against what your body's natural like rhythm would be wanting to do. So that can give you a lot of anxiety as well. So But yeah, I do get anxious. You just got to figure out why and adjust from there. All right, so next question. What's your sun, moon, rising? The person that asked this question, you know me. I really love horoscope, zodiac, astrology. Like I love it all. I think it's so cool. I don't like to read my horoscope in the beginning of the day. If anything, if I do read it, I read it at the end of the day and reflect to see like how on point it was. But I do love it. I really think I am a true Capricorn, Aries, Capricorn. So very like headstrong, a little stubborn. Always like to be, you know, making things happen. So I feel like it's very true for me. I don't know, some people read their horoscopes, I guess, and they don't feel like they're connected to whatever it is that they are. I'm sorry that that happened to you, but I love it. I feel like I'm a true Cappy, Aries Cappy. So how did you meet Ty? See, these questions are all over the place. We met at a bar, which is now closed, and he was out with all of his guy friends. I was out with some of my girlfriends, and some of my girls like knew the guys, so like we kind of like linked up that way. I was dancing on one of like the tables, and I remember just like having a good time. Like I was just living life, and I remember like looking down from the table like at him, and he was looking at me, and I was like, oh, like he's cute. He ended up asking for my number, which I didn't know. I was gonna ask my friend for his, and she's like, I can't give it to you. He already asked for yours. And I was like, okay, well, I wanted to make the move, but it's fine, okay. Then like 3 days later, he did the dang like 3-day rule. He texted me, hey, how's your day going? And I was like, obviously my bar was set pretty low if that is what like swept me off my feet, but it did. He was very sweet, and here we are. There's another question about like, how did he propose? So if you guys want, you can check out our wedding Q&A video, and also my birthday vlog from when I turned 26. That's when I got engaged. So I will put those either up here or in the description box so you guys can watch those too, because those are pretty fun and you get to know us a little bit as a couple. So I'm trying to get him to be on here more on YouTube. He's very good about it, but he's silly too. So I'm like, well, maybe one day. What is my favorite book so far? One of my goals this year is to read more books, or make more time to read books instead of being on the phone and scrolling all the time. Like people buy books on their phones or their Kindles. Like I can't do that. I need to have like a regular book with paper. One, because my eyes need a break, and two, because I just feel like it's so, and it's like the whole feeling of like holding a book. Okay, so my three, I have three right now that I think were so good that I've read recently that I feel like you guys might like as well. Maybe, I don't know, these are mine. So first one was This Is Not a Fashion Story by Danielle Bernstein. I really liked reading it. I didn't really know her as a blogger or designer, but reading the story was really cool. I actually lent it to a friend who's reading it now, and I feel like it's just gonna keep going. People are gonna keep reading it. So whether you like her or not as a person, I just went into it reading like, what is her story? Like I'm gonna not judge her. I'm gonna, like, I don't know her. I'm just gonna read her book. But it was really cool, and especially being like in the social media industry and like the fashion industry, seeing how someone started and like built up their company and their brand was really cool and really inspirational for me. So I loved that one. I read it in like a week. Also, Heart to Head and Back Again, A Journey Through the Healthcare System. Long title, but that is actually a book that my dad wrote. So proud of him. And I feel like whether you're in school to be a doctor, a nurse, somewhere in the healthcare industry, or you're just wanting to be a better leader and leading more from your heart than anything else, it's a really great book. And you guys can get them on Amazon too. I'll put a link of it in my description box. I feel like it's like what the world needs right now. And like COVID happening, not saying it was perfect timing, but like a lot of people needed healthcare and still need healthcare and still need like assistance. And I feel like it just will open up a lot of people's minds and hopefully will change, or it will. It's already changing, the healthcare industry, so go dad. And my third one I was gonna say was Giselle's book. I think it's called like Purpose or Purposeful Life. I'll link it again below. It's super fast, easy read. It has really cool pictures from like her childhood, her story about modeling, meeting Tom. She almost committed suicide, like all these things I didn't know, but I love reading her captions on Instagram. I feel like she just gets it. I try not to be attached to celebrities or people or like be obsessed with them, because they're just people too and you don't actually really know them. And I don't feel like it's a healthy thing to be obsessed with anything. Even if I'm like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. Like, I'm not actually obsessed or like attached to these people or these things, but Giselle is someone that I definitely like kind of look up to or look for like inspiration or kind of like some just like good vibes when I need them, because I feel like she kind of always has the words and she's just seems like a really genuine soul. Again, don't know her from a hole in the wall, but I really enjoyed her book. So what is my go-to outfit? So I love menswear. I think my favorite pieces are definitely like oversized blazers, button-up white work shirts, and yeah, I think those are my favorite. Those are my go-tos. If I don't know what to wear, I know I can just throw on one of those and like be perfect. Let's see. How do you keep negative comments from getting to you? How do you keep negative comments from getting to you? I honestly don't see many anymore, but if I do see the occasional one, then I feel like I try not to be, like I said with the whole celebrity thing, like I try not to be attached to many things that like people get so offended by certain words, like that C word. If you were gonna call like a girl that, like you could literally scream it in my face and I don't care. Like I literally like, I don't know how to explain, but like words don't like get to me anymore. I feel like they did like here and there, like growing up, obviously you're trying to figure out like who you are and like words do hurt sometimes, but if someone's gonna like leave a negative comment, I'm just like, okay, like why'd you waste your energy doing that? Like I'm not gonna do anything back. But yeah, I try not to, like I acknowledge that it's there. I might like delete it just so it's not in my space anymore, or I might just like read it, but I really like won't respond, and I'll just, like I said, acknowledge it and then realize like it's a negative thing and just like, okay, next, like what else is going on? Like I almost feel bad for you, like why did you have to comment that? Like you're literally just like wasting your time. But yeah, I really don't see that many anymore. Yeah. Favorite Barbie movie, Island Princess or Princess and the Pauper, for sure. For sure. If you say Swan Lake, we can't be friends. Anybody's watching this right now and they're like, what is she talking about? Don't worry about it. You're not part of the crew, I guess. I'm getting so cozy and like comfy right now. What is your favorite childhood memory and why? My brother actually asked this one, I remember, and bro, our Disney trips. We used to go to Disney like twice a year growing up. I feel like they would like surprise us though. Like we wouldn't know we were going for whatever reason, because maybe we would be annoying. I remember like being woken up at like 3 a.m. to get dressed. We're going to Disney World, and we would go have breakfast and there'd be like Disney dollars or something to like take on the plane with us. Like the whole process of like getting a kid super excited to go to the airport. Like mom and dad did a really good job. Like, growing up going to Disney, I feel like really impacted who I am as an adult now, and I'll definitely bring my kids there eventually. And I feel like we've just made so many memories there and have so many inside jokes, and just like it was a huge part of like who we are and like the Disney movies. So I feel like that, just the whole process and like growing up going there, there's always some like funny story. Favorite dress you've ever worn? So I feel like I'm like not obligated, but I feel like one of the coolest dresses that I've ever worn was definitely my Miss USA dress. It was one of a kind. It was the only one. It was like teal and copper silk and had Swarovski crystals on it, deep V. I'll try to find a picture and like plug it in, but it definitely was cooler like in person and in a video than in pictures, because in pictures it was just like blue and orange, but like in person it's like this pretty like silvery blue and like copper color. I actually tried it on not too long ago. It still fit, which is kind of cool. Hello, we are back. My camera died. I took a nap. We're back in business because I just wanted to end the video because the last part here is super exciting and it's a little something from me to you. I mentioned earlier, actually, I'm not sure if I fully mentioned my outfit, but I was wearing a blazer, this Orson Iris top, joggers, and then, hold on, let me take them off. I had on these Wild Wool Australia slippers. So stunning. So I wanted to do a little giveaway to win a pair of these slippers because I just am so grateful for your support or for your curiosity. Whatever it might be, it landed you here on my page. Thank you so much for watching my Get to Know Me. Even though it wasn't my life story, it's kind of just more little fun facts here and there, just so you can kind of know my personality a little bit more, what I like to talk about. Just another like welcome to my channel. So I wanted to gift you guys something. So I was actually gifted these by Wild Wool Australia. These are so comfortable. They're open toe slipper. I wear them all the time. And I got them customized. So I wanted to partner with them so I could gift you one as well. So especially coming into the spring and summer now, I feel like these are still the perfect slipper because they are open toe. You're not gonna have that full moccasin sweaty foot ordeal when the weather gets warm. I still like to walk around my apartment with a little slipper on, and this is the one that I choose. And who doesn't like a little bit of customization? So there's so many different colors to pick from. I went with this lighter version, but I will link them below so you can check out their website. But we are here to gift you a pair so you can customize them as well and rock them all year long. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Wild Wool Australia, and then I'll tell you how you can win these. All right, so on their website, which you can see when you visit it, it says, at Wild Wool Australia, there are no conveyor belts or mass production techniques. Instead, you'll find ethically sourced, one-of-a-kind leathers and the fluffiest Australian merino sheepskin and sheepskin boots being artificially crafted by artfully crafted by our talented makers, most of whom have mastered their craft over decades of practice and precision. So these are so comfy. I'm literally obsessed with them. And I was like, you know what? Like, let's give the people something that they're gonna love as well. All right, so to win these sandals, all you have to do, we're gonna make it super easy for you, is follow Wild Wool Australia on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and then comment below this video your zodiac sign because I am so curious to see who's in my community, who is hanging out. Do I have some Scorpios here? Do I have some Cancers here? Do I have more Capricorns? I need to know. So comment below your zodiac sign, follow Wild Wool and me on Instagram, and I will announce in 3 days on Instagram and my stories who the winner is. So good luck, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.